welcome back to another video. Today's makeup is testing out my first impressions anyway on the Nip+fab eyeshadow palette. This is in the shade 04 Gentle Glam. I couldn't find any videos of anybody using this particular one, but loads of other Nip+fab eyeshadows, so I hope this turns out really nice. Also for a new product is the MUA Blush Perfection Cream Blusher in the shade Lush. This is it here. Can't wait to use that. I think it's going to be really pretty on the skin. Next up is the Technic Colour Fix Cream Highlighter Palette. If you want to know where I got these and you want to know the prices of all of the new products here today, if you go and see yesterday's video, it's got all the links and all the prices there. For eyeliner, at least for the waterline, I'll be using the, Rimmel London Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer. This is the first time in many years I'm using an eyeliner pencil because I always do winged liner. I don't do any on the waterline, so today's going to be the first for many years. For mascara, we have the Heavy Full Figure Hugging Membrane Force Eyelash Cream Mascara. Many people have used this, they rave about it. This is my third box of this stuff because it is fantastic. Here it is in the little tube. You're going to see how this goes on, but it's a lovely mascara and I really like it. I'm going to put it back in the box just now so it doesn't roll away. For foundation, I'm using my Phoera foundation, a soft matte finish. This is in the shade 102 Nude. I have more of these coming because I am running out. For primer, I'm using the Barefaced Chic Face Primer. This I think is possibly a dupe for something. I have 2 tubes of this and the packaging is totally different. Same make apparently, same brand, however they are both totally different for the shape of the bottle, the texture, the finish on the product itself is totally different. So this is a mattifying primer. Because it's so hot right now in Scotland, I'm tending to use more mattifying primers to help the makeup stay on a little more. And there we have it. To apply my foundation, damp sponge, because personally for me I get the highest volume of coverage using that method. Just doing basically one pump. I've just shaken this up so I was only getting half a pump each time. I'm starting on one side of the face. You're going to see the coverage I'm going to get from this amazing foundation. I have lots and lots of videos on this foundation because its ability to cover to me is the most full coverage foundation I own. So as you can see, my skin has really cleared up, and I'm putting that down to using a moisturiser that's not greasy, not oily, which is the Bioderma moisturiser. Again, that's in yesterday's video. And also the Hydro Boost, because my skin was more dehydrated than it was dry. So I'm going to start on this side. As you can see, I have pigmentation, I've got some broken veins. All of the deadness that you can see is mainly broken veins on my face and here. These never go away. It would take a laser to get rid of them. As much as I would love to get laser treatment, I cannot afford laser treatment. So makeup is what I have to disguise all of this. If I look to this side of me a few times in the video, it is only because I have a mirror sitting at the side. And I'm trying to get that I can have my videos full screen all the time, and when I'm editing, these are filmed completely in full screen, but the video editing software I use for some reason makes it come out really small and narrow, almost as if it's a video from Instagram that I've uploaded. And when I try to expand the image, it zooms too close in on my face. You can't see anything that I'm showing you. So I am filming further away from the camera than I normally would, to see if once I do zoom in, hopefully it'll be full screen and you can actually see what I'm doing. So just bear with me if you're watching this. Bear with me, I know my videos are a bit topsy-turvy. I'm just really trying to figure out how to get a full screen image. As you can see, that's one side of the face done. To me, I've never had as good coverage as I get with a Phoera foundation. You're going to see all this redness go away. My face, especially on my cheeks, is quite red. I have been sitting out in the sun, but I use an SPF 50 on my face. And a lot of you will maybe be wondering why a factor 50. But it's because I have the hyperpigmentation, or melasma it might be, on my face. I don't want the sun bringing that out, and I just want to look after my skin. Instead of having to tan my face and burn it or risk damaging the skin, I'd rather just tone up in foundation. So that's covering really beautifully. This is my absolute favourite foundation. This and the Maybelline Superstay foundations are my favourites. And this works really well with this primer. I'm always trying new primers, and different days I use different primers for varying reasons. If my skin's particularly dry or dehydrated, I stay away from a matte primer because I just find that it doesn't help with the dryness or the dehydration. But do you see, this is a soft matte finish, but do you see how it's just quite natural looking, and it doesn't take away the glow out your skin? But this is certainly a foundation that I recommend to anybody who is looking to conceal any blemishes or scarring or pigmentation. I highly recommend this. It was actually my mum who got me into it, and when she told me about it and the price only being £12, and they weren't as full coverage as how she was describing this to be, so I bought it and I was absolutely amazed. Absolutely amazed. So I think that's us got all the coverage that we're needing for today, but there you go. It's not too matte, my skin's really glowy. It's really evened out any pigmentation, it's really evened all of that out beautifully well. For my eyeshadow today, I'm using my dupe brushes. I'll be using these to apply my eyeshadow. Let's get stuck into this eyeshadow. I have been very excited about this for the past few days. The Nip+fab palette. They had a variant range of colours and they were beautiful, and for my first palette with Nip+fab I wanted something just quite neutral. So I'll be taking this slightly dome, very fluffy brush, and I'm going to start with this matte pinky colour. I'm going to start in my crease to help set any foundation there that's maybe slightly wet, so that when I do go in with other colours, the colour's not going to grab into that area. If you're finding that when you're applying your eyeshadow, if it's grabbing, and by grabbing I mean when you put it on the lid you can't blend it out and the pigment's really strong, that's known as grabbing. And it's just the eyeshadow grabbing a wet foundation. So you can set it with a loose powder, you can set it with a pressed powder, you can set it like how I'm setting it with the lightest shade of your eyeshadow. Just whatever you like. I'm not getting any kickback from the colours in this, and I would say although they're a powder they feel quite soft. They don't feel talky or chalky or anything like that. You can't really see the colour that I've put on because it's so light, but that was mainly just a base colour to set everything in place. With is actually this peachy shade down here. I'm going to put that to start with my transition shades first, so that when I do put darker shades on, they're going to look more blended out. This is just going into that crease, into the very outer corner and the very inner corner. This will just help colours diffuse a little bit better. And whilst I'm remembering, on Friday, this Friday at 8:30 AM in UK time, I'm doing a live stream, Get Ready With Me. I do hope you will join me. It's to spice up your morning, add a bit more positivity for first thing in the morning, and to give you something to look forward to. I think it's going to be a regular thing on a Friday morning, and I do hope you'll join me then. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on all notifications by ringing the bell so that you get notifications of all my upcoming videos. For the next colour, I'm going into this deeper, ever so slightly purple matte, and I'm focusing that on the outer corner of the eye. And because I'm using a really fluffy brush, and this isn't an intense look, I don't need to be too careful where I put this product. And there's not going to be any colour grabbing happening. I joined Twitter the other day, finally, and do you know what? It's absolutely brilliant. It seems to be becoming really popular. I remember when Twitter first came out, not many people were on it. It was a bit more serious stuff that happened. It wasn't really something that you went on to discuss makeup on, but it seems to have turned into one of those pages. So I joined the other day, and I have spoken to some incredible other makeup artists, and it was absolutely super. If I can, I will find some way to share my handle on Twitter, and you can add me on Twitter if you like. But until then, you'll just have to wait because I'm still learning how to work it. Next matte shade is this deeper, more purple colour. And again, focusing it on that outer corner. This isn't a super dark look we're going for. It's just a really nice, cared for, is how I'd call it, eyeshadow look, where you've just put that little bit of effort in, and I'm bringing that, sweeping it along the crease once I've blended out that outer corner. But can you see it's just ever so slight, but it frames your eye quite nicely. I do quite like these eyeshadow looks because they're super easy. They're an everyday look, and as I say, it just shows that you put a bit of effort in for that day, that you do care. And I'm just building that colour up slowly. If you can hear traffic and beeping and bobbing, I have the windows in here open because it is so hot. I have a fan, but that's so loud that I can't film with it on. For my next colour, I'm going into this more grey colour. These are all matte shades I've used so far, and I'm just lightly tapping that in on the outer corner and bringing it into that crease, then blending it out. These are really nice, really soft, not chalky. There's no kickback, there's no fallout that I can see anyway. But these eyeshadows are lovely. The pigment is buildable. Obviously I'm using a very fluffy brush, so the pigment's not going to be very strong in comparison to if I used a dense flat brush for packing on that colour. But today, as I say, it's just a very nice, steely, easy, soft look. Nothing too intense. For my next shade, I'm going to go in with a little flat brush. I may need to go in more with the darker colour to deepen up the edges, but I think that's just really nice and soft. Oh, I think I'm going to go in with this lovely, lovely shimmery peach. and just pack that on the brush, and then start at the edge of that crease colour, sweeping it onto the lid. Oh, she's pretty. That's just helping tie that all in. But I do like that. It's very, very soft. Don't know how well you can see it, but it's very soft and shimmery. It's just really helping bring the colours together. And I must say I am ready, because we're going into this deeper shimmery grey, focusing on that on the outer corner. I'm only just bringing it into the crease, just lightly grazing the bottom of the brow bone. Same for the other side. I feel that has really just made that a little bit deeper. For the next colour, I want to go into my inner corner with this. It's almost like a goldy, lemony colour. I wouldn't describe it as yellow, but it's like a limey, lemony colour, and it's really, really nice, and it's very shimmery. It's not chunky, the shimmer and glitter in these. They're not chunky, they are super, super fine, which I do prefer, especially for an everyday sort of makeup look. And again, if you've got quite dark inner corners of your eyes, or you've maybe not had the best sleep, add in a beautiful sparkle there. But you see how, especially, I think you can see better in this corner, but you see how it just really wakens the eye right up. I am going to take a thinner brush, this very small dome brush, and I'm going to deepen up that crease with this shade here, which is the matte grey, and I'm just lightly tapping that in. I'm still having to look at my mirror to really see where I'm placing it, and I'm just slightly blending it because I want the colour pigment to stay in that crease. I think this palette is lovely. It's a very forgiving palette if you use the little fluffy brushes. But the colours are very soft. They're not, you know, sometimes when you put an eyeshadow on, you can feel it almost drying on the eye. This palette isn't like that. Even running the brush over it, I think that's us done. Even running the brush over it, I'm not getting drag or anything like that at all. So next up, I'm going to go in with my eyelash curlers, and then I'm going to be using my mascara and then my eyeliner. Making you look very wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, bright and lifted. It'll just help keep all that together. The more you keep them curled, the longer you leave your eyelash curler on them. Now I always say do this and then go back and do it one more time, just to really make sure you've got every lash. I'm going to pop the mascara on. This is the wand. It's a soft wand, so it's a very soft wand. You're not going to stab yourself in the eye by mistake or anything like that. And I find blinking into this wand gives a far better result than trying to twist it. When you first open this mascara and first use it, it's very, very liquidy. does thicken up after a few uses, which I think quite a few people say they prefer it like that. I certainly do. And you can build this mascara up, which is great, but you see the difference between the two eyes. And I've started going and do another coat with this. This is a really good mascara, and again, it was my mum that told me about it. Now it does take a bit of getting used to working with this mascara if you've never used one like it. I think that's done quite evenly done. Next up, I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to apply my eyeliner, and then we will come back. That's me got my eyeliner on, and I've applied mascara to my bottom lashes. The eyeliner, sorry, by Rimmel, the Exaggerate Waterproof Eyeliner. This is lovely and so easy to put on. It is so soft. This is a twist up pencil type. You don't need to sharpen it, which again I love. I love the effect it's given my eyes, and I'm hoping that with it being waterproof, it's not gonna, you know, disappear within a few hours, which is why I originally stopped using eyeliner on my waterline, because it would just vanish. So for the next part of this makeup look, it is the Cream Blush by MUA. This is the Blush Perfection Cream Blusher, and I showed you this in the beginning. I think that is just absolutely beautiful. I think this is such a nice shade, and we're going to apply this with our God Given Beauty blenders, and I'm just patting it in to the product. And then applying that to my cheeks, this colour already that I can see. Oh, she is beautiful. Very beautiful. This is the thing with cream blushers, they can look so intense in the little packet, but when they go on, they're a lot softer. But that is beautiful. I'm not doing any powder over the top of this today because it's drying down really nicely. If I was using powder products like a powder blush, I would have to totally set this entire face first, or I would get colour grabbing with the blusher. But this pink is just absolutely beautiful. I'm just making sure that this is totally blended out. That is just absolutely beautiful. I love cream blushes just now. I absolutely love them. There's just something so brightening and youthful about them. If you've got more mature skin, more drier skin, you will love cream products, and the more cream products you use, the more you're going to retain that glow and the moisture in your skin. But that is just, I love a cream blush just now. Next up, it's the Technic Colour Fix Cream Highlight Palette, until I get it open. So these are all cream blushes. I haven't used any of these. They scored really well online, and I think for the colour that I'm going to use as a highlight is this one here. It is slightly purple. I'm taking that on the heel of my hand. These are very soft. Can you see that? That is a lot brighter. Oh, now I wasn't expecting these to be strong at all. I was expecting this to maybe be, I've had products like this in my younger days when a lot of highlighters were kind of just kicking about. Nobody was really into them. You would apply them and you would be very lucky to get a single piece of glitter in there. But these, I am very, very pleasantly surprised by this. I mean, just use my finger to really build this up. Do you see? I like to bring highlighter to the outer corner of my eye. I just feel that when you're looking straight on and the light catches it, can really make that eye area look really bright and lifted. I'm lightly tapping this because obviously I do not want to disturb any foundation or my base that I've already put down. Can you see that beautiful glow? It's not in your face glitter. It looks really natural. Love putting highlight on my Cupid's bow because I have such a narrow top lip. It really just helps make it look a bit larger than it really is. These products, my alarm keeps going off, I have a meeting today, but that is just, I'm going to go in with just a little bit more on this cheek because this cheek has really built up really, really well. Oh, I like you. That is so pretty, so glowy. There we go, I had a little bit of mascara there, but I was letting it dry before I moved it or it would smudge all over my face. I'm now going to go and choose a lipstick and I'll come back. And we're back. So for lipstick I actually went with a gloss. This is the Technic gloss in the shade Blush. This is a beautiful shimmery baby pink colour. I think it really just makes, it's not a very watery lip gloss, it's quite a sticky, dry lip gloss. It doesn't dry your lips out, but I feel it makes your lips look really, really juicy. So this is the complete makeup look in my first impressions. I love the Technic highlight palette. These cream highlighters, I love the dewy finish that it's given the skin. They're not greasy looking, they're not over powerful, they are just super, super nice. The Nip+fab eyeshadows, I'll be doing a few more looks with these, I'll be making heavier looks with them, but I think for a day-to-day, very soft focus to the eye, these are beautiful. The mascara that I used, as always, I'm very impressed. Quite happy with the look that the waterproof pencil eyeliner from Rimmel London, absolutely love it. It's so strange looking at myself and having eyeliner on my waterline, but I really love the beautiful effect and it's holding up really, really well. The cream blush, this is just, I think that cream blush is just beautiful. I think it's perfect. I think it gives a really nice, beautiful, healthy glow to my Scottish sun-kissed face. But, oh, as I try to drop everything. But I am super, super happy with this look. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope you will comment below and let me know that you have been here. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and I hope you will join me for tomorrow's video. Goodbye, guys.